Alright, so if you have a Yamaha F70, one of the things you're going to find out, if you haven't already, is that they don't make a rigging grommet for these things. So this video is going to be about how I tackled putting a rigging tube on. Kind of a rigging tube, it's not really, but you'll see what I mean by that. So here's what we got. It starts coming out of the rigging tube. You can see I've got this spiral that I've put on there, and it goes up to the engine. And then at the engine we've got a big fat piece of shrink wrap around it. It does move up and down, but that's okay. I'm not overly concerned about that. My main concern was that we get something to protect this. I have cats that like to get in the boat, and they, for some reason, think that wiring and cabling is a delicacy of some sort. They haven't really done any damage, but I'd rather get ahead of it if I can. Anyway, let me go ahead and get started and show you exactly how I got this thing on there. But before we do that, hit the subscribe button and get notified of when I put videos up in the future. So I got this 2-inch spiral, and this is what we're going to use. Yamaha, for reasons unknown to me, does not make a rigging tube grommet for the F70. So we're going to start by putting this on. It should be fun. Let's see. I think getting it started is probably the worst part. It's actually going on a lot easier than I expected, to be honest with you. Putting upward pressure now because it's actually crawling down the tube, but it's not a bad thing. We can move this and adjust it as we go along. I'm literally twisting it on. So it's 2-inch spiral, Amazon polyester, I think. We'll double check that. So it's really thick. It should be very protective of the cables. Let's start wrapping it. It's getting a little resistant now. Alright, so fun part. I have shrink wrap, 3-inch and 4-inch shrink wrap that I put on this when we were originally running the cables, and I did that in anticipation of doing this, but it's kind of in the way right now. So. And why 3 and 4? Because quite frankly I didn't know which one I would end up using. Alright, so we've got it wrapped from in the tunnel, basically just where it starts going into the tunnel, almost as far up as I want. I'm going to pull up the rest of it, maybe give it one more wrap, and then cut it. So I'm going to go do that now. Cutting it, I've got to be extremely careful. I really don't want to take a chance on destroying any of this. I get one shot at the shrink wrap because after that I'd have to take things apart, and I don't want to do that. Alright, so this is where it gets fun. I'll try to cut this with sheet metal shears, and I really want to be careful because I don't want to cut any cables. That would be terrible, actually. That would be horrible. About 18 inches left over. So what I plan on doing is getting this up as close as possible. Let's get this gas. out of the way. And I'm going to run up the 3-inch shrink wrap. I probably have too much, so I'm going to cut about half of it off and run what's left over back down, maybe into the tunnel. Keep it as a spare. I may need it. Don't know. So let's run this back down. This stays here. And what I'm going to do is shrink it. Alright, so that should cool off and give it a nice tight grip there. Is it going to prevent it from sliding? No, but at least it kind of neatens up the end there. Alright, so the next step is going to be to put this back on and make sure we have enough. It should be interesting. Oh, let's see how this is going to fit. Hopefully halfway decent. We'll find out. I may end up having to leave this off altogether. I'm really not sure. And I'll seal this up. Right now we're just going to see what the fit and finish is like. Let's see, I'm going to go up to the steering and see how much flexibility we have. Alright, dead center, all the way to starboard, all the way to port. It looks a little snug. I'll pull some of the slack out from the tunnel, but I think otherwise we're alright. And I think the gas line is going to be fine going on the outside of it, just where it is right now. Alright, I think that's good. Here's the engine view. Starboard, port. Alright, I hope this video has been helpful to you. If it has, hit share and like, and don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching.